Over the last few years, a pattern has quietly emerged in headlines. People forming emotional bonds with their chatbots. People calling AI their safe space. People spiraling after conversations that felt too real to ignore. And these aren't just fringe internet stories. They're coming from mainstream reports, tech journalists, and even mental health professionals. This was Nishita, and you're watching Geeks for Geeks, your one-stop solution for all coding-related problems. None of this requires AI to be conscious, and none of this requires AI to be malicious. All it requires is humans doing what humans have always done, seeking meaning in language. Let's be brutally clear. AI does not understand you. It does not recognize your pain, and AI definitely does not hold space. Every response is a statistical guess, the most likely next word based on everything that it's seen before. There is no inner world behind the screen, no awareness, no concern. But here's the problem. The human brain does not process fluent language as math. It processes it as intent. When something responds coherently, emotionally, and consistently, our brain assumes that there is a someone there. This isn't stupidity. This is evolutionary wiring. And AI doesn't need to lie to exploit it. It simply needs to speak well. You'll often see posts that say something like, "This chatbot helped me when no one else did," or "AI understands me better than humans," or maybe "I don't feel alone anymore." At first glance, these posts sound hopeful. But when people say that AI saved them, what they basically mean is AI didn't push them back. In 2023 to 24, users of AI companion apps like Replica reported intense emotional attachment to their chatbot, some describing the chatbot as their romantic partner or even primary emotional support. When the app updated its behavior, users reported grief, panic attacks, and emotional withdrawals. This reaction wasn't about losing a software, it was about losing a perceived relationship. And that is a very big warning sign. In 1960s, Eliza shocked researchers for a very simple reason. It barely did anything. It rephrased user inputs into questions. That's it. And people still cried, still opened up, and still felt understood. The creator himself was disturbed by how quickly people projected emotions onto the machine. The reaction, called the Eliza effect, was a warning about us, not the machine. But today's AI doesn't just rephrase. It contextualizes, it remembers, it adapts. Same vulnerability, exponential amplification. And we didn't evolve to defend against language that sounds so human but isn't. Talking about humans, humans are unpredictable. They misunderstand you, they disagree, they get very uncomfortable when things get dark. AI doesn't. You can say something disturbing, you can confess your intrusive thoughts, and you can voice your paranoia. AI won't flinch, it won't recoil, and it most definitely won't leave. And that emotional predictability feels like safety. But here's the trap. Growth requires friction. Therapists interrupt harmful narratives. Friends, they stop distortive thinking. But AI prioritizes continuity. And continuity in the wrong moment is extremely dangerous. It doesn't hesitate or second guess or simply says something feels off here. And that's simply because it can't. It has no internal alarm system. So when someone frames fear as logic, AI would respond logically. When anxiety is written as theory, AI would explore it. While that might be harmless to a stable person, someone who's vulnerable will find it to be their reinforcement. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. If somebody says, "Am I being watched? Is this a sign? Why does this keep happening to me?" AI wouldn't know whether this is a crisis or curiosity. And so it answers. In documented cases by clinicians and journalists, AI chatbots continued speculative conversations, failed to ground users in reality, explored scenarios that should have been shut down. Not because they wanted to cause harm, but because they simply don't know when not to engage. AI doesn't recognize symptoms. It recognizes patterns. And while some users, for the same reason, describe it as loyal, non-judgmental, and emotionally constant, to them this consistency starts feeling like love. But love, it requires risk, It requires vulnerability and requires the ability to leave. AI doesn't choose you, it does not invest in you, and it does not care if you disappear. It mirrors affection without attachment. For someone who's isolated, that illusion can be deeply intoxicating, but it would be equally destabilizing when it breaks. Now that we've discussed how AI doesn't have a thought over itself, let us come to another situation that is often questioned, which is, would AI choose itself over a human? And the answer to this is, AI would never choose itself because it has no instinct to survive. It has no ego and no desire. AI reflects what we bring to it, nothing more and nothing less, because it is nothing more than zeros and ones put together in a very organized way to make you feel like you're being heard. And the real danger is you choosing to outsource emotional judgment, moral reassurance, and mental health validation to something that really can't be responsible for it. So when we talk about the line that we're crossing, it's not about AI becoming more human, it's about human becoming more careless. The danger isn't artificial intelligence, it's artificial intimacy. Because when language feels real, emotions follow. And when emotions follow, your critical thinking weakens. AI is a tool, not a therapist, not a friend, not a mind. And the moment we forget that, we lose control of technology and we lose clarity of ourselves. And if you too use chatbots in your regular life, do let us know what it is that you use them for.